Hello friends and welcome back. In this video we are going to see about the variables. Mainly four things we are going to see. The first one is definition of a variable. What is a variable? Then we'll see how to declare a variable. There are some rules to declare a variable. Then comes the types of variables, and then we will see the practical implementation of the theory which we have studied in this video. If you had not subscribed our channel yet, then subscribe the channel, press the bell icon to stay updated, join us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Now let's see the definition of a variable. Now a variable is a name to memory location. For example, take integer a equal to 10. Here integer is a data type as we discussed. So a is a variable name. Now this 10 is the value assigned to this variable. Now here in the memory at 1208 location this value is stored, and when we need this value we just need to retrieve this a. So this a is used to identify the memory location because we cannot remember this locations every time. So it is used to store data. It is used to store data. Its value can be changed. We can change the value and we can reuse it many times. It is a way to represent a memory location through symbol. So we can see here it is a way to represent the memory location using the symbol. So it can be easily identified. We can easily identify A instead of 1208. Okay. So this is how the variables are stored. Now let's see the rules to declare a variable. First, every variable name should start with alphabet or underscore. Here you can see the 1a is a invalid variable name because it starts with number, whereas integer a is right implementation because it starts with alphabet. No space are allowed it in variable declaration. Here you can see s space a equal to 10. This is a wrong implementation, whereas s underscore a is equal to 10 is right implementation. Except underscore, no other special symbols are allowed in the middle of the variable declaration. Except underscore, you cannot give any symbols in the variable name. Every variable name should exist on left side of the assignment operator. In the sense, every variable name should be left side of this assignment operator on the left side. These are some basic rules to declare an variable. Now let's see the types of variables. There are mainly four types, but we will discuss here only two types: local variable and global variable. Now local variables are declared inside the function or a block, so they can be used inside the function only. So their scope is only inside the function. We will see the practical implementation of this. And the global variable is declared outside the function or block, so it is a global variable. It can be accessed from anywhere. Any function can change the value of global variable. Here let's see the practical implementation of the variables, types of variables. First one is global and second one is local. Now as we have seen in the theory, the global variable is always declared outside the function, outside this block. So here let's declare a global variable integer a equal to 5. This is a global variable, and let's declare a local variable. Now local variable is always declared inside a function or inside a block. So let's say integer b equal to 6. This is a local variable. Here the scope of this local variable will always be till the function is completed. Once the function is completed, this variable is destroyed. Now the scope of this global variable is we can use this variable in a different function. Let's see. Let's create a function here, integer square of two numbers. This is how we declare a function. Here let's write integer square equal to a into a. Here we have created a square variable. We have done the square of this a into a, and let's print it. So we can see that this global variable is uh, can be used in this function or not. Square of a is percentage d, as I had said, percentage d is used for integer, comma square. So from this we can see that this global variable we can access it in this function or not. Let's see here. Let's here also print this a value, so we can understand that it is it can be used in different function. Let's say value of a is percentage d, because a is an integer, and save this. Now first we need to print the square, we need to call this function. So let's write here void, not integer. We don't want to print any return anything. So let's just call this function square, and let's see. Let's run this program. Here we have printed the value of a, the global variable, and we have called this function explicitly. So it can print the square value of this a. Now let's run this program. So here you can see value of a is 5 and square of a is 25. It is printed here. Now let's see that this b variable is accessible here in this function or not, because as we have seen in the theory, this local variable can be accessed in this function only where it is declared. So let's say, let's write here b, and here also we will write b. Save this. Now here when you hover on this, you can see that b is undefined, in the sense there is no b variable in this. So this local variable cannot be used here. So let's write a only, and let's give here a new line. Now let's see b variable is accessible in this function or not. So let's write printf value of b is percentage d, comma b. Let's give here also a new line. Run this program. You can see value of a is 5, value of b is 6, and square of a is 25. Okay, we need to give here also a new line. Let's give the new line and see. Here you can see value of a is 5. uh, from this we can see value of a is 5. Then we will see value of b is 6, which is printed from here, and when we call this function, the square is printed. You can see here the square of a is 25. So by this we can say that the local variable b is only accessible in this function, because when we access it here, it says that it is undefined, and this global variable can be accessed in this function also and in this function also. As you can see, we have done the square here, and we have printed the value of a here also. So the global variable can be accessible by every function in this program. and the local variable is only accessible here only. In this